It's been a few days, folks, but we are back today for more Neptunes action. We're going to face the Golden State Warriors today after an opening day win against the Utah Jazz at home, coming off two back-to-back titles. We split games against the Knicks, we bludgeoned the Hawks, and now we're 3-1 to start this season through 4 games. The offense has looked great so far. It was a very fun opening night victory, and Mac Boyd is off to a fantastic start. It's an absolute tear to start his 5th NBA season. A lot of steals, a lot of blocks, a lot of points, a lot of stats across the entire board. The Warriors last year were not very good, but this year, AC Cole has grown into a 94 overall player alongside Devin Booker, who still is a top scorer in the entire league. They've got Freddie Simmons off the bench, who we know all about when he was in Toronto for a couple of seasons. They have a pretty decent bench. Probably about as good as ours, depending on how you feel about it. But a nationally televised game. They're 2-2, we're 3-1. Let's go across the country in a coast-to-coast battle against AC Cole and Devin Booker. Hoping for a similar offensive game like we had against the Jazz on opening nights. But here we go. At the Chase Center in San Francisco, the Bay Area welcomes us here on Halloween night, October 31st. Here we go. We're going to start with the ball as Jalen Duren controls the tip. First play, a little pick and roll with Duren. Boyd fires, and it's not going to drop. Now the first possession for Golden State. Mismatch for Keon Malone. A fadeaway jumper drops for him to open the scoring here. Backdoor to Boyd, but Malone's there to contest the shot and prevent that one from going in. This is Booker off the flare screen. Ramirez too slow to get there, and he knocks it down on his first shot attempt. Gotta be very careful about Devin Booker. The pull-up for Ramirez drops. That's his first shot. That'll get us on the board. The feed to Buford. Double comes. Cole back to Wiggins. Good job to recover by Jovanovic after that initial double team on Buford. I'm still not happy about all those double teams once they get a post catch, but we got a 3 in transition there in the corner. That's Jovi's first points. They didn't really have a lot to do there in the first game of the season, so hoping for more of a bigger role for him today like we had in the playoffs last season. That's a wide open look for Ramirez, and he laces that one from behind the arc. 8-7 early on through 3 minutes, but Buford easy layup, and Golden State jumps back in front. Trying to challenge Malone, and he blocks Boyd's shots. We retain possession, and the lob goes nowhere. Swatted away by Junior Buford, trying to go for Jalen Duren. On the other end, Wiggins hands off to him, and he lays it in over Duren, and just like that, the Warriors are off to a 5-for-6 shooting start. Another open shot. This time, no dice. Little pick and roll. Booker back to Buford, and there is our second foul of the game. Had a reach and foul earlier, and this is our second one. The first on Jalen Duren. Free throws are split by Buford. So we get it back. And they steal it off of Boyd. Just straight up ripped it from Boyd's hands. And it leads to an AC Cole jumper on the other side. We're down by 6 quickly. Ramirez steps into a shot, but can't knock it down. Rebound is bobbled towards Devin Booker. Alone has a mismatch, and now the double comes. Booker's left open. We got to call timeout, an early timeout after a quick 17 points by this Golden State offense. Dominga out of the timeout, off the back iron and through over his former teammate Andrew Wiggins. I think he's probably the last former teammate on this roster when he was a Warrior. And off, and that one's poked out. Malone's got another steal. It's already 2 turnovers by Boyd so far, and now he's called for a foul in transition. So just under halfway through this first quarter, and the Golden State offense is looking like they are firing on all cylinders right now. And now we're going the other way. Moving screen from Boyd. Another turnover. Wiggins left open, off the double team on Booker. We're already doubling this early on. That is not a good sign. We should not be doing that. And there's Boyd's first buckets. The backdoor cut, Jovanovic found him. Gone to that play twice now as Duren picks up a steal off of Devin Booker. Can we convert on this possession? Screen, shots, no good. Jovanovic can't knock it down. 10-point game. 5 to go in the quarter. Back to Buford, but it's stripped and stolen by Mac Boyd. Ramirez waiting for teammates to catch up, and Boyd has the slam. This is Buford with it, handing off. Booker fires a quick one, and he knocks it down despite Ramirez being right there. Again, you got to be very careful. Cannot give that guy any sort of space to shoot. Tough shot for Kuminga off the glass. We'll take it. It's still down by 3 threes. Simmons can't knock it down on his first shot attempt. Off the screen. Rhodes hits the deuce. Good to see him knock down these jump shots. Wiggins trying to answer right back, and he does. And right now, we're just pretty much giving these guys too much space on these jumpers. Towns, this is his first 3-point attempt. Now Buford with a skyhook. No, and Rhodes boxes out Malone for it. Kuminga on the other end. It's back iron. We're not creating many open looks, and they are every time down the court. Here's Buford fouled from behind, and the shot will count. This is not a good start defensively. We're down by 12 points already here in the first quarter alone. And now it's stolen off of Towns. Just stripped by Simmons after a potential isolation move, and Booker converts. They've not been able to stop this guy so far in this first quarter. Quick shot for Towns. It's good off the Mac Boyd assist. A minute to play in the quarter. Another handoff 3. This time Booker can't knock it down. Josh Green there to contest the shot. But Lou Dort turns the ball over. That's at least our 4th here in the first quarter. But luckily, Dort got a stop on Isaiah Todd. So down by 11. Gonna close the gap to end the quarter, but the left-hander's left short from Towns. Look at this defense by him, though, on Simmons. Time counting down. No room to breathe. Good stuff right there from the rookie, despite the missed shot on the previous play. But then Boyd gives it right back to Todd. Our 5th first quarter turnover, and the shot is no good, luckily enough. But 32-21. A pretty sloppy first quarter for us on both sides.
The visiting team, 21.
We go to the second quarter. Golden State starts with it. This is Booker missing that left-handed shot. 2 defenders in the area. And we got Boyd with the 3, and he was fouled on it too by Anders Wahlgren. So to the charity line, Mac Boyd goes. Here's a replay of that one. Top of the key, knocking it down. The foul to boot. A 4-point play from 22. Off the screen, quick shot for Booker. Again, man, when he gets off these screens, it is a dangerous spot. Jovanovic answers right back, pulling up behind the arc. Got their lead down to 6. Trying to close it here. We steal it off of Simmons. Boyd picks up the steal. But now Towns, time counting down, has to jack one up, and it goes. Okay. Wilson Towns, 2 for 3 from behind the arc. Not expecting that very often, but a good pass to Ruben May, and Golden State continues to pour on the scoring here. Another shot clock winding down. Same spot as the last possession, but this time it doesn't go. 36-31. This is a lob, and it goes nowhere, but Wahlgren gets it back, and he's fouled by Duren. Got to have more court awareness there of where that loose ball was going to go, but unfortunately they got it back, and they go 1 for 2 at the charity line. All the way up to Towns. Good pass by Rhodes. He lobs it for Duren on the other end. That's how you score in transition, folks, right there. But Booker flies by Rhodes, and he finishes through the contact, despite some pretty solid defense on the end of that one. They got Booker on Boyd. Screen comes from Duren. Pass deflected, but Duren gets it back and draws a foul on May, his second. First free throw, no good. Never going to expect him to go 2 for 2. But I would at least like him to go 1 for 2, but instead we get no points out of the foul. Booker, step back 3, it's good. He's already got like 20 points. Ramirez, a chance to answer back, ripping it from behind the arc. We're staying in this game right now, but after a slow start, it's going to be hard to get us back in as they keep finding wide open jumpers. And we simply are having a tough time holding on to the ball. Another turnover from Boyd here. It's already like 3 or 4 in the first half alone by him, and it leads to a foul on the other end. Some more free throws for the Warriors. Wiggins knocks down the first one, and he goes 2 for 2. So the difference right now has been the turnovers and free throws, pretty much. Deep 3, no good from Jovanovic. A 10-point lead for Golden State. Shot clock counting down. This is Freddie Simmons. That one is off. Ramirez trying to shake off his defender, but can't. Has to rock you one off the glass, and Dan, what a tough shot there with a guy in his face. We'll take it, though. Booker over 2 defenders. Good defense there by Jalen Duren. We'll take that stop every time down the courts. Ramirez, hands off. Dan, he's blocked by Buford. That was Jalen Duren's shot attempt. This is Simmons. Quick shot. No good. Just around and out. Lucky break. 8-point game, and we turn the ball over again. Already way too many of these. Not happy about it. Simmons, though, it misses the floater. Both teams trying to get themselves back in a good offensive groove, but it's not going well for us. Out of a shot to Chapman. Now in the corner, Buford. That one's off too. Both teams in a cold spell. Screen for Jovanovic. Duren to Ramirez for a contested shot. I mean, we're just not getting open looks anytime we take one. It's a 4 to go. Chapman's left open. Lucky break. But not happy about that defense by Jose Ramirez so far. He's been getting torched by Booker and left Chapman wide open that time. Now an open 3, and he can't knock it down. Booker, guarded by Dort, who checks in the game. Hands off to Buford for the mismatch. 48-38. Haven't scored for like 3 minutes, but we finally got an open look to Alexi Hammonds once Boyd checked back in. Booker off the handoff. Top of the key. Does not drop for him. Let's find a bucket here. Boyd pulls up. Top of the key. Doesn't go. Just under 2.5 to play. Double team comes for Buford. The sky hook. Rims out. Is any team, either team, gonna put a bucket in? We do with Lou Dort on the other side. Good fast break bucket, but Booker answers with a step back J. 24 points, 10 for 15 here in the first half. No defense being played on him whatsoever. Foul called on AC Cole, drawn by Anthony. First free throw is up and good. Ramirez and Duren check back in the contest after a couple minutes on the bench. And both free throws are good this time. This is Cole. Finding Booker wide open because Anthony sagged off. How do you sag off on that guy? Kuminga answers right back though. 6-point game. Can we close it by halftime? This is Malone. No good from the elbow. Now shot clock once again counting down. This has been happening way too often with this playbook and against this team. Out to Malone. Cole's open. Good passing by the Golden State Warriors, but Cole misses the open shot. And that is going to be the end of the first half. And we have less than 50 points for like the first time in a long time in one of these showcase games. 53-47. A lot of work to be done after a very sloppy first half on both ends. Been very impressed by Kia Malone's defense so far in this game because he's held Boyd to only 8 points as the Warriors go right back to what was working there in the first half. Devin Booker on an open shot. Lob up to Duran, though, on the other side. It's a good answer. A quick bucket for us. Behind the back, and the shot for Booker. Hits back iron. It goes the other way. Another backdoor screen. Lob up to Boyd. 2 straight lobs to open the third quarter. We're back within 4 points for the first time since, I believe, the first quarter. But Cole's left wide open. They have had open shot after open shot all game long, and now Boyd is back to turning the ball over in this game. Just cannot hang on to the ball when he's getting these handoffs from Jalen Duran, and it leads to another score. Gonna feed him down low. Malone stalls him out. His post defense right now by Golden State has been absolutely fantastic, and Cole continues to pour it on just like Booker. He's 4 for 5 right now. Ramirez has a decent look and knocks it down behind the arc. He's got 13 points, shooting around 46%, but another one drops for AC Cole. Duran back to Boyd. Open shot, but it rims out. 10-point game in favor of Golden State, and Buford makes it 12 off the feed from Cole. Just a lack of hustle, really, from Duran on that play, and we still are taking some pretty ill-advised shots. Nobody really has stepped up for us so far. So waiting for just 1 or 2 players to start knocking down these shots and find some open ones. Another alley-oop to Boyd. We love that backdoor cut with the screen from our 2 guard, but Booker continues to hit some nasty ones. A 3 on the move makes it a 15-point contest, but Boyd gets inside again. Another assist to Jovanovic. Boyd's got 6 points in the quarter already, but Booker continues to torture us. Feed to Ramirez inside. Booker contests the shot. And again, their paint defense is just causing a lot of problems. But Boyd swipes that away from Booker. He's got it, pass up the 3, and we'll get the foul instead with the bucket. So, we might get 3 points either way. The free throw is up and good. All right. Let's make our way back in this game. Top of the key. No good from Buford. 73-61. Boyd behind the back and drawing the foul. Looks like Buford and Booker both could have been called for that one. First one goes. And the second free throw for Boyd is online as well. It's back to 10. Under half of the quarter left. Chapman's got space, but luckily he and Simmons have not shot well in this game off the bench. The time counting down, and this is just not the shot that you want to have. How many times has the shot clock gone down for us with this playbook? I might have to, well, I'm for sure going to make some custom playbook with some of these plays, but wow, they continue to find a wide open 3 after wide open 3 for their 2 best players. Off the glass and in for Jovanovic. That's a good shot right there, but we are not keeping pace whatsoever. We're not getting stops either. 78-65, still down by double digits. Steep 3, Jovanovic puts it back to 10. Can we get within single digits by quarter's end? That one's no good from Cole. Good defense there down low from Jonathan Kuminga. But this time the shot's no good from Jovanovic. We just haven't had consistent, offensive possessions, and we're not getting any, strings of stops on the defensive side either. Open look for Kuminga. It doesn't go. So even when we've had the open looks, they haven't dropped for us, but they have for Golden State. And now Jovanovic called for his 3rd personal foul. Free throw goes for Simmons, and he drops both. They have shot way better at the charity line than we have in this game. This is Rhodes now in the game, but that 3 does not drop. Another well-contested shot, honestly, from the Warriors, and this time Chapman knocks it down. Jovanovic trying to work on Simmons here. Way to recover, but then he has to foul to prevent the bucket. So we'll take more free throws if we can knock him down. First one is good, and Jovanovic goes 2 for 2. Back to 14. Chapman is fouled on the other end, and that could have gone against Towns or Jovanovic. Just haven't had 2 to 3 straight stops pretty much all game long. There's always been either a foul or a bucket or only one stop between them. Mid-range jumper does not drop for Wilson Towns, and now he's got a mismatch on the other end against Ruben May. Weasley scores it. It's up to 17. Quick shot off the screen. Boyd misses it. This is Cole challenging Jovanovic, and he continues to knock down any shot he takes. 22 now for AC Cole. From the elbow, no good. And we are in danger of going down by 20 or more here. But a legal screen from Freddie Simmons. Just their 3rd turnover of the game. We have 9 right now. Boyd's open for the mid-range jumper. Gotta make our way back in this game before this 4th quarter or this 3rd quarter is over. Well-defended shot there on Cole. Can we convert this in transition? Boyd for 3. Got it! The assist to Josh Green. So it's back to 14. A stop here would be pretty crucial going into the 4th quarter, but Towns gets caught. Simmons wide open, and he rips it. 75-92 through 3. This is not a good performance for us on either side of the ball.
92. The away team, 75.
Still plenty of time left, though. 12 full minutes, a full quarter of game time. We can make this a game. And we start off with a bucket here in the 4th quarter. Assist from Cole Anthony right to Jalen Durna on the jam. AC Cole, contested shot, doesn't go. All right, let's make our way back in this game, fellas. Boyd lobs it. Durr with a scoop layup, despite May right there with them. He's only got 8 points, but he's been very efficient. No shot, that one goes. That's a bad shot attempt there from Simmons. He's fun himself too much. Dort almost turns it over, but Boyd picks it up and jabs it all over Isaiah Todd. But they have shot 58% in this game so far. That is a testament to how bad our defense has been all game long. But a bad pass there from Cole. Anthony's got it, and he draws a foul. That is the 3rd on Simmons. First free throw is up and good. And the 2nd free throw is good as well. So it's back within 9 points. Let's keep it there, hopefully. Simmons finds Todd. Uncontested 3 in the corner. Or at least a long 2. Just so many open looks for them and a whole lot less for us. Now Boyd lost the ball again. Now it's a jump ball between him and AC Cole. So the 2 star players going head-to-head here, and Cole wins the tip, but Dort gets it back and scores at the rim. We'll take that all day. Lucky break for us right there. But we double Booker, and Simmons laces that one. Just, when you double, that's what happens, man. We can't respond on the other end off the screen. Not the best shot attempt from Cole Anthony right there. Taking a lot of shots off, or a lot of threes off screens here in this game. I'm not really a fan of that. Because that was a problem with, Jovanovic and Jamal Murray, like, way back when. That was a huge issue for us. Try to avoid that going forward. Good stop there from Boyd on Cole. But they're up by 14 points now. Quick shot. Another one off the screen. And well contested once again by Ruben May. Booker up to Cole. Boyd inside the arc. And there's not going to be a charge at all there. Easy 2. Back to 16-point lead for Golden State. And we finally hit a jump shot in this 4th quarter. Off the screen. Back to May over Capella. And that was too easy. We have not covered the pick and roll well at all. Or the off-ball screens or threes. And now an open shot off the glass and no good from Cole Anthony. Time counting down for Wiggins. Back to Booker. Blocked by Boyd. Can we somehow make our way back in this game? Haven't seen any signs of life yet, but there's a dunk for Capella. Need a couple of stops here. That's a contested shot, well defended by Josh Green. I want to get him some more playing time because he's a pretty solid player for us, but Boyd missed it at the rim. He recovers it though. This is Cole Anthony trying again behind the arc. He's got it. Half the quarter left. Golden State leads by 11. That one around and out for Freddie Simmons. Josh Green to Boyd. He's got Booker on him. He fires the triple, and it's online. That's more like it. It's back to 8. The closest this game has been since pretty much the start of the third quarter. Booker finally missed a shot. Now Capella lost it. How many turnovers have we had in this game? It is just crazy. But luckily, Josh Green prevents Chapman from scoring. Trying to push it down the other end. Out to Rhodes. Good pass, and he's got it. It's back within 5. We have a chance now. Booker, contested, no. Here we go, under 5 to play. At a 5-point game. Back to Capella, fouled by Ruben May, his 3rd. So free throws for the big man. But once again, we cannot rely on him or Duran to knock down these free throws. At least he goes 1 for 2 this time to make it a 4-point contest. But again, we need some stops. And we don't get one here. The pass just whizzes right by Capella. Boyd, handoff, 3. Good again. 3-point game. Do we actually have life? Booker to Malone, and Wiggins is wide open. It's hard to win when you leave these many players open for, shot after shot. It's just a third of their shots, I feel like, have been nearly uncontested. Step back jumper. Booker can't knock it down. 108-102. We still have a shot here. Plenty of time left to make our way into a lead, but Ramirez can't can it. And that was a pretty contested 3-2. Now they got AC Cole in transition to make it a 9-point game. You're running out of time here. Got to find a shot, but the clock counts down, and Capella stripped from behind by Cole. That was going to be an easy look, but instead it leads to a bucket and foul. Oh, man. MVP chance for AC Cole. He's got the worst free throw motion in the history of the sport, but he makes it a 12-point game. That is how much Golden State takes this one by 119-107. We could have played a lot better. We had like 7 more turnovers than they did, and they had a lot more open shots. They just had better plays than we did, and I think it's time for us to, or time for me really, to adjust this playbook and really customize it, because this was nowhere near good enough on either end. The box score tells you all you really need to know about this game. We just cannot guard their 2 best guards, their 2 best players. Booker and Cole both dropped 35 plus with multiple assists. Boyd ends up playing very well after a really rough first half, but he had 6 turnovers, which was about half of what we had as a team. And when he does that, it's hard to win because he has the ball for the most of the time for us on the court. So when he turns the ball over, you're just losing that many possessions, and you're not scoring on those either. And when you allow them to shoot 56%, I mean, it is hard to win, especially when you have 7 more TOs than them, only 6 for Golden State. So now we're going to see how the rest of this road stretch goes and wrap this one up before we get to our home game against the Sonics. But we have a new injury. Jonathan Kuminga gets hurt against the Rockets in overtime, and he'll miss about a month. So now we're going to put in Boyd as the small forward, which means that Rhodes will check in as the starting power forward until Kuminga can come back. But even if Kuminga does come back, if we're playing well and Rhodes is playing well at power forward, I might want to play Kuminga potentially at shooting guard. He has the build for it. He has the athletic profile for it, and he is actually a pretty similar player to AC Cole. It's a little bit less agile, but he could still play at the 2-guard spot. But also, we were missing Lou Dort in this game, so we're going to give him a lot more playing time until Kuminga can come back. Going to give Obama some playing time as well, and we win our next 2 games after the injury to Kuminga, so a 5-game win streak on the road after the loss against Golden State. But it's going to hurt to miss him for about a month of action. We take down the Grizzlies 133-125 in a high-scoring affair, with Ja Morant and Ross Bell popping off in this game, but Mac Boyd, Jovanovic, Kuminga before he got hurt, they all played very well, and we got the win because of it. But how about Jalen Duren in this game, too? He had 19 rebounds. That is very, very impressive. And 6 of those were offensive, too. Then against the Wizards, we win in DC. Pretty balanced scoring for them, but Kuminga and Yobi dropped 20+. Boyd has his first sub-20-point game of the season, but still did not, shoot poorly at all. I mean, 6 for 14 is not bad. And then against the Rockets, we take them down in overtime in Houston. Jovanovic drops 30, 29 for Jonathan Kuminga. Both guys shot lights out. This time, Boyd again only takes about 13 shots and scores 16. So back-to-back sub-20-point games. But then against the Pacers at Gainbridge Fieldhouse, they had 3 guys score 20+ in a high-scoring affair that we won by 2 points thanks to Mac Boyd dropping 49 after 2 games below 20. So he is well back on track. Nice double-double there for Jovanovic. And in this game, it looks like Matthew Rhodes, in his first start, really struggled. 3 for 13 from the field and 0 for 9 from behind the arc. Ramirez also 1 for 7, so both guys really shot poorly here in this game. But we won that game, and as well, we dropped 92 in the second half against Chicago, thanks to another 40+ game for Boyd. 22 for Jovanovic, and Rhodes played a lot better in this one. So, things to improve on, things to work on. But we're still 8-2 to start the season. But as part of the playbook and part of what I'm seeing here is that Kuminga just has had no role on the offense in these 2 showcase games. 2 for 3 against the Jazz, 3 for 6 against the Warriors, which is way less than the sim stats. So he needs to get more looks. I got to add some mid-range plays and more 3-point plays because it's also happening for Yobi too. He's had less shots in both showcase games than he did in either or really any of our sim games. So trying to get both him and Kuminga more involved on offense when watching. But right now, here are your stats to kind of close out the episode. Rhodes not doing very well from behind the arc to start the year, but he's doing all right from the field. But Towns and Anthony are both kind of struggling, but Anthony's playing a whole lot worse. I mean, he's shooting 23% from 3 and 36% from the field. I feel like right now I would rather give more playing time to Wilson Towns, just for his development. He is shooting better than Cole Anthony is. He's not having as many assists per game, but that will come in time. So I think for now, I'm going to give his minutes to Towns and bench Cole Anthony. But now I'm also going to increase the minutes for Lou Dortz and for Josh Green, because these 2 guys are really good defenders. They can play at 2 to 3 different spots on the court, and they're also pretty decent shooters too, especially when open. So I want to get these guys more involved. We're going to get Mo Bamba some more minutes off the bench too, and Hammonds will play as the backup power forward. But this playbook, I can't customize it myself, so I'm going to just pretty much between now and next episode, probably just copy the entire playbook and then add 16 more plays until I get to the maximum amount. But we are missing a lot of plays for key players, so got to get ourselves back on track in these showcase games. But I think next time I might watch this game against Brooklyn because they're 9-2 to start the year. They are number 1 in our conference, so could be a good game to watch next time around back at home. So might sim about a month there and see what happens, but I'll see you guys there. Thanks for watching as always. Leave your comments down below, like and subscribe too, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.